Virginia Tech, the 11th seed, NC State, number 6 here in the ACC tournament. And the Hokies win the opening tip. Couture launches the first three, but short. And a high rebound. Tipped and controlled nicely by Smith. He'll launch and hit it. Boy, he was not waiting around.
Terquavion Smith's getting off to a good start.
That's how the night started for North Carolina against Boston College. Tough move inside for Mutz, and a strike.
DJ Burns having to guard Justin Mutz.
Couture will drive it. No finish, though.
DJ Burns came over and bothered that shot.
Smith takes a bump, uses the window beautifully. Wanted a foul, too. Mutz taking the paint. Blocked by Burns. He was all over him.
Good recovery by DJ Burns. Boy, when he screens, he stays screened for a while.
Joiner getting it inside. Score they can. 78 points a game, number 2 in the conference. Off the fake, Collins got a good look and all net.
Their number is 40 deflections. If they get 40 deflections, they feel like they've been really active defensively.
NC State with a deflection. Joiner will lay it in.
A little bit too early. That was just on one side of the floor. Didn't make the defense move.
Wolfpack only turns it over about 10 times a game. Joiner feeling it and absolutely buried that one to make it 13-4.
There is not a shot they feel like they cannot make.
And both of them averaging 17 a handful. Basile, yes, and 1. The kick out here for Joiner. Smith will let fly. Got another one.
You can't even figure out what his range is. Well, Casey Morsell is doing such a good job defensively, switching off, blowing up dribble handoffs and exchanges.
Padula needs that much room to fire and hit.
Definitely in the photo.
Shot clock down to 5.
What a pass.
Finding an open man underneath and the dunk. Swung inside again, and once again the finish by Duana. Can't finish the play. NC State wants to run. Smith quickly gets it to go. What a tough shot, too.
Oh, he probably got hit.
NC State, airtight D. Here's Smith. Yes, sir. Another one from way downtown.
What do you do with that?
Again, handing off. Padula out on Smith. Up he goes for 2 more. He made that look easy.
Well, you press up on him. Boy, the quality of shot difference between what NC State is getting and what Virginia Tech is getting is pretty stark.
Here's Morsell. Oh, yeah. And that's the biggest lead tonight. Winner of this one will take on the 3 seed Clemson.
You know, NC State's shooting has been the headline and the thing we're going to talk about, but their defense has been pretty good. Justin Mutz going one-on-one in the post against Greg Gant. The ball movement has been really good for NC State.
And Smith has 15. There's an open man underneath. It's Kidd for 2. Great teamwork there. Padula on the other end. They're going to try it. And the stuff by Kidd.
Boy, that's the way you answer. And NC State's got a number of deflections in this ball game. But that's the way you answer.
Yeah. Joiner sticks it. 2-pointer.
The best teams prove to be the more consistent.
Here's Smith, too strong. Padula had the rebound knocked away.
What a pass.
Oh, yes, and Duana knows exactly what to do with it. Smith back up top for Joiner, who makes 36% beyond that line. He'll fire up another one. Yes, sir.
He's just measuring it. And Kevin Keith's telling Casey Morsell, get up and impact the ball.
Basile going strong, banks it in.
That was a strong move by Grant Basile.
Hokies trying to cut in. He'll drive it and blocked by Duana. Man, did he sprint to the other end. Smith with a triple. Yes!
I don't know if there's any slowing Terquavion Smith down. Dave, make sure Billis picks up the check. It would be a first.
I mean, those two are outscoring Virginia Tech by themselves.
Basile downstairs. Duana coming out of nowhere again to block the shot. Look at Joiner. He's a rocket down the lane. Duana will scoop and lay it in. Joiner on the pull-up pop. The follow up and in, and they are relentless on that glass. That was Gant.
Boy, the job's not done once the shot goes up. I mean, maybe there wasn't defensive rebound because everything's been going in. What a pass.
With the head, and Joiner with the finish. Wow.
It is essential we get to them better. Don't give them so much space. And he said, I promise we're going to do a better job here in the second half.
Well, one of those big league guards hits again. Oh, me too.
I mean, he had a career high 11 points. He blocked a couple shots, and because of his play, Virginia Tech was scrooged.
Couture with only 2 points. Miss and a dunk by Mutz on the nice follow. But the Wolfpack in the first half at times were just playing with them. There's Smith tiptoeing through, and he converts.
How many steps does he get?
Bazilli trying to get position behind Burns. He did, and he'll lay it in.
Boy, what a pass. Casey Morsell was switched off. You know, when you're smaller, you just front and fight, and that's exactly what he did. What a move.
Oh, and what a shot, too, by the big guy, Burns.
But you watch it on film, you watch him in person. His feet are fantastic.
Swished in, and a three-point answer by Padula. Burns on Bazilli.
Mutz is coming. Good pass.
Clark will drive it, and back in two.
And the shot fake and drive from Jack Clark. That was really pretty.
His first basket. Mutz inside, but the Hokies right now are just trading baskets.
I can stay with them for 3 steps, not 4.
Clark to the paint. Scoops it in. That's a pretty play. Burns muscling his way. Threw it away. Collins with the pick. Leading the charge here for Couture. Couture going in strong in the bank.
Well, that was a strong move. It's so effective because his credibility as a shooter is so good.
Clark lines it up, and it rattles in from three-point land.
Boy, what do you do? And after a weekend with me, he decided anywhere but here. So he went to Wake Forest.
Padula the foul a moment ago. Clark taking the baseline on another nifty move.
It's just so difficult to guard NC State because the floor is so spread. And that opens up driving lanes, and Jack Clark taking advantage of it in the second half.
Mutz to the paint, and one. The three-pointer's been a huge part of the attack. They are 8 out of 16. Mutz went all the way in for 2.
You know, if you chart it, you can coach it.
You and I were chatting before the game as Couture gets 2. Joiner looking to make a move here on Padula. Shot clock to 10. Swing it up here for Smith. He cashes in. He's done that all night.
It's been a clinic offensively for NC State.
He is 26. Padula with an answer here. He drops in a triple. Games like tonight, just a reminder of how amazing the Hokies run was last year in this tournament. Felt like it came out of nowhere. On the drive, the scoop shot by Joiner. And up ahead, swatted away by Mutz, but they're going to convert that. Smith, Johnny on the spot, is 28. They were hard to decipher during the press conference whether or not he had retired. He said he had actually. As Couture drills that, he said, I had actually given my...
Just an amazing career.
But it is over at Syracuse. Thought we might never hear that. Shot clock down to 5 and knocked in again. Nice spin move by Ross, but gives it right back. The long one swished in by Rodney Rice.
And sometimes that's not the most fun to have to be thrown into it against that Syracuse zone.
Pass from the corner, got another one and another triple. They have been raining three-pointers.
And they have come from everywhere. There's not a spot on the floor where NC State hasn't drilled a 3.
And the answer by Rice, but 10 out of 19 for the Wolfpack.
And then I thought, well, Derek Wittenberg would say he was the best center NC State's ever had. He's the best power forward NC State's ever had. The best small forward.
Right. Turn around and a shot by Joiner. And they just keep on coming. He's got 20. Joiner as much passing the basketball tonight as anyone.
Jarkel Joiner's been magnificent all game long.
That's going to be an and one.
You know, what do you think of Couture? And he said he can play anywhere. And he's come so far as a defender. He's an excellent defender. And, Mike likes to joke that when he first got to Virginia Tech, he couldn't guard Mike Young.
As a college player or return. Padula going around the back and gave it away. Joiner on the feed for Clark, and he'll stuff it home.
A double-digit assist for Jarkel Joiner.
Under 3, Rice can't hit. Poteet will send it back out. He'll try it again, and he hit that one. Under 2 minutes to play. Thomas Jr. rattles it in.
Boy, that's a nice move. You certainly hope it's nothing season-ending.
Ross kind of tiptoeing his way to drop into. Under a minute to go. So winding up with a couple of blowouts here in the night sessions. That one rattles home. Pass with a step back. Around and out. And stuffed in. Ernest Ross with a highlight at the very end of the game.
Late in the game, there's a nice little step back, and nobody lays a body on Ernest Ross. And above the rim finish for the sophomore from Florida.
And that's how it's going to end. 97-77. Didn't feel that close, actually. NC State rocking and rolling here tonight, Greensboro.
Impressive from tap to buzzer by NC State.